Alright, I'm changing the valve cover on this because it's leaking. It's oil pooling up in there and it's starting to pool in the spark plugs as well. So took all the coils out, set them to the side. Got the new one over here. It's aluminum, comes with the gasket, new bolts, and cap. Took this vacuum line off. The one on the left side is the top, and the one on the bottom is for the right. This is a Z4. I assume it's the same as the E90 335Is and stuff. But got these fuel rails cracked loose, all the injector wires out. All I gotta do is get these grounds, take this bracket out the way that holds them in, and pop both these injectors out. And I took the PCV valve off from here. It broke, but I'm gonna use a catch can anyway, so I don't care. And I'll probably take this off and all this stuff because I got a single turbo kit inside I'm gonna put on next, but this comes first. So now I'm gonna just take all these fuel rails off, and I'm gonna take them off the order that they came. Let's get to popping. All of these outside ones are at E10, so you'll need that special BMW socket that you probably don't have. And these are 8mm. And try not to drop it because they will fall into oblivion. Once you take it off, get that out the way, and I suggest you put it back on. That way you know where it's at, because these will disappear. Next, I think you got two 10mm. Don't mess these wires up, so move this out of the way carefully. I'm actually going to unplug these oxygen sensors. Just give me a little more room. Let's move that back up there. And move that to the side. Remember, the top one is the left, the bottom is the right. Oops, I just broke that, so make sure you take that off. I'm going to be capping those, maybe up here somewhere, or on the actual line, because I'm going single turbo, so I do not need these any longer. But you most likely do, so don't break them. It's another external bit. Let's see what it is. Probably the same one. It's an E10. So you should definitely use a wrench and break them loose, but I'm not going to do that. Try to get both of them out because these are separate pieces. Now the fun part is going to be pulling these things out. They've been in here for a very long time. Well, this one is covered in oil. This was the second one. I just wrapped a wire on it on the bottom, pull it and wiggle it, and it'll pop up. Or you could buy a special tool where you hook it on there and get a slide hammer and wham it out, but I'm not doing all that. Maybe this one will do it too. Hopefully not, but just so y'all could see. Ouch, I knew it was gonna hit me. All right, all of those are out the way. These are index 9s, I believe. Yeah, last 2 digits. So I got 12s on that car over there, so I'm gonna take those 12s off, and then I'm gonna code them to this one. You got a few more E's. It's up in here. This is a whole lot easier to do on the Z4 because you have all of this space. If I took this off, it would be so much easier. Because on the N54s, you cannot get this bolted for anything because the firewall is like right there. I'll show y'all on the other car, but yeah, anything you need to do on this car is easy. So I just cleaned the surface, and you should definitely get the fuel rail out of the way. I didn't feel like it, so I just forced it off, and it'll crack a little bit, but I'm not reusing this one, so I don't care. I got the aluminum one over there, and I'll be putting that on. But my wastegate came in, and that was the last piece I needed, so I'm gonna go ahead and take all this stuff on this side off and get the fuel rail out the way, put the new valve cover on, and I'm gonna start taking the turbos off and moving all this and put the single kit on. I just opened the door so the fuel pump squirted a little bit, but it'll be okay. So now I'm gonna take the stuff on this side off to get the fuel rail. Step you're supposed to do for actually getting the valve cover off, but I did not care. I'm gonna take this vacuum hose off first. It's already broken, but I'm trying not to break it anymore. It'll be okay. Come on. Hey. I guess gotta take this off as well. I don't really want to use the Z4 charge pipe. I want the ooh. What? Trying to sting me. I want to use the regular N54 one that goes through there, so I could use the silicone coupler off that hose, or else I'll have to get some special parts that I don't really want to do. Forgot to record, my bad. But yeah, I'm just putting these in there. Time to just slide these down. Tapered side goes to the bottom. Alright, pulled the old injectors, got the index 12s in there. I took pictures front and back of all of them, and I'm putting the little brace in there now. And that's pretty much it. Get it nice and tight. You can replace your seals on the tips too, but I'm not doing all that. This car had some non-OEM ignition coils, so I took my OEM ones off the other one. Probably gonna break this plastic and have everything hanging over this way, because I don't want them to melt when I put the single turbo on, but I'm not going to do that today, so I'll just put it back on regularly. And this is a 10, and the fuel rail is held on by 11s. Then you just plug them in one by one. It's back on. And for these, you can get a special extra long 10mm socket, or you could get one for a 3/8 drive. And just put it on there, and it's not going to be seated all the way, but it will loosen it and tighten it enough. Throw these vacuum hoses back over there. Be careful not to knock the nut all the way down there, because then you're going to have to fish it out. But if you got a hook, it shouldn't be a problem. I'm gonna just get that started. And before you start it, just make sure it's not leaking nowhere. Alright, now I'll put these rails on. And I'm putting a catch can, so I'm gonna wait to do this last one so I can get that out. All right, let's get the catch can, and then I'll put that one on. Yeah, it's a lot less space on the 335s. Z4, plenty of room. Let's see if I can do this without breaking it. Oh, I heard something. It broke just in the corners. But that'll be fine. Is this hand tight? It's not. So I gotta get some Allen keys. Hopefully this doesn't drop into oblivion, because I will never see it again. Thank goodness. I'm getting this fitting out. I'm gonna put it in the new one. O-ring's still good. You can get it adjustable, put it on here. This is in here, you pop that out. Once this is out, this is in there. It doesn't screw in there. You just get some pliers. I had some somewhere, and just pop that out. Once that's out the way, you thread this one in, and you get it tight. This needs to get capped off since I'm no longer using it, but it sounds like something to do later. And now I'll put this last one on, because I got that fitting in there, and that was the last thing I needed to do. There we go. And on the boosted side, you got this fitting. It's a vacuum port if you want to use it. I got it blocked off. And it goes to the out. And the inside goes to the thing we screwed in right over there. So now, you take this hose off. Be careful not to break this nipple. Do not break that, whatever you do. Alright, once you get this hose popped off of the throttle body, you're going to want to wiggle it back and get it off the intake manifold. It's a little grommet. That way you could move it back some. And there is a wire on it, so be careful not to break that. And there's another wire in the way. I'm going to put it behind it. This vacuum hose is on the throttle body. goes into this. And I lost it. Boom. Simple as that. And as you see, there's a slit all the way, but a solid at the bottom. There's a coin. Well, a clip. And you slide it down in there, and it'll lock everything in place. And you can twist it if need be. And it is very hard to push on there, if I remember correctly. Luckily, it's not into oblivion. I can see it. That could have been really bad. Ooh, just barely got it. And the belly pan is still on, so I would not have got that if I lost it. Let's try that again. Alright, so this top slit goes in line with where that vacuum port is. And let's see. Oh, that hurts. We're going to try to use something else. There we go. That did it. Do not use your hand. 10 out of 10, do not recommend. Alright, so that's not coming off. Alright, everything's on there nice and tight. Plug back in. So now I'm probably going to break this and take it off because we about to put the single turbo on.